Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here, Signature Esports. A pleasure it is to have you here. Broadcasting remotely as I'm going to be fixing my microphone here. It's kind of how that works. Kevin Dampier out there watching. 02 young motorsports driver in the house. Good to see you out there. Bristol Dirt here for the Kickin Assphalt Truck Series. Live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We're going to see these drivers get their trucks ready to roll. We're going to have some heat races. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. And you know me, I like Bristol. I like Bristol Dirt. We've broadcasted a couple of weeks ago with another series, and we're going to be back at it again here. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for it. Hopefully you're out there as well. If you are, make sure you give us a like and follow on all our pages, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. And big special thank you to, of course, all the sponsors here for the Kickin Assphalt Truck Series: Reaper Speedlab, Burning Rubber Radio, Team 126 Racing, Blues Diecast, Buttkicker, YRD Designs, U-Haul Moving and Storage, and Ayers iRacing Paints. Make sure you get out there and give them a follow for me as well. Bristol Dirt, of course, you know it's tricky. It's all about throttle control, about feathering it the best way that you can. And, man, it's going to be fast. 5/10 of a mile or half a mile here around one of the fastest ovals, fastest short tracks on the circuit. It is a kind of famed for that. So Bristol Motor Speedway is going to be a lot of fun. Average lap time between 19.5 to 20.5 seconds as these drivers are going to be able to figure it out. 8 lap heats and a 50 lap feature. Caution laps will count. So if there is a caution, they will make sure to do that. But in the heat races, there will be no cautions. It's going to be a lot of fun. The track temperature, 63 degrees. It's going to be kind of perfect for everybody. They're going to be able to enjoy what they're doing over there. And basically, it's going to get tacky. It's going to wear. You're going to see that in the qualifying and the qualifying session. The track state won't carry over to the races, but each race session will carry over to the feature. So it's going to be absolutely insane to see. The air temperature, 67 degrees here at Bristol Motor Speedway, 68% humidity. So that's going to play a factor in the tackiness of the fantastic stuff. Worm Rider, what's going on? It's good. It's let's try it again. I hope you're having a fantastic day out there. 5 mile an hour wind, that's not going to play a factor. This thing's like a moving tornado. Bristol Motor Speedway for the Kickin Assphalt Truck Series. They're going to finish up their qualifying. I think everybody pretty much got out there. What's going on out there? Good to see you. Good to see everybody out there. Heat race number 1. It's going to be right here. Here's what they're going to be looking at. 12 drivers here, and like I said, 8 laps is what they're going to run. They're going to pace around here. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be high. It's going to go by quick. We're talking about one of those not terrible. Hey, I know how it goes. Absolutely wonderful. Good to see you out there. I haven't seen you in a minute, so good to see you out there. Jaron Valley's going to be the pole sitter here as he's going to load into the session. And Anthony Crownover is going to be the outside pole sitter here as he loads in. Chris Webb, Dave King, Richard Likawa out there, and Matt Jorgensen is going to make up row number 3. Elliott Swope, GT Parkey out there. There is the number 8th place truck in that number 22. He's going to enjoy his race. Jesse Cottrell, Michael Carpenter, Bradley Brandon, and Matt Swope. That's going to make up all 12 drivers in this first session. And they're going to be ready to rock and roll here. My traditional Bristol cameras are going to be here. Let's look at the shares. Thank you for all the shares. Actually, I shared everything out there. So make sure that you get out there, you share it on Facebook. Hit that algorithm for us. I'd appreciate it if you did. Make sure that you follow us on all the platforms. I do follow everybody on Twitch that follows me because it's the easiest platform to do that. Because most of the folks that are out there following me on Twitch, they do stream at one point or another. And if not, then you at least got to follow her out of me. So I appreciate everybody doing that. 66 of Jaron Valley is going to be ready to go here as they get things lined up here at Bristol Motor Speedway. New update came out for iRacing, and I have been noticing a little bit of flickering even at the home PC. So like I said, I am abroad. I am able to take care of some stuff outside of town. So we are broadcasting remotely. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It is going to be a lot of fun. Pace Truck's got the lights off. They're going to go one more round. Pace Truck will dive onto pit road, and we're going to go green flag racing here. Bristol Dirt's going to be fun. Valley, Crownover, Webb King, the number 6. Jorgensen is there in the 51. And, man, I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. It's Bristol. Bristol Dirt, baby. Yeah. We're going to look at it right here. Pace truck coming around turn 3 and 4. Look at those beautiful Kickin Assphalt trucks. The Gander Mountain Truck Series here on iRacing. And the green flag's going to wave. We're going to be hot and heavy, fast-paced, ready to go. Turn 1's going to be 3 wide, and now they're going to make it move, make it stick. Feathering is going to be very important here. 21 up next to the wall. 6 is going to be there. Looks like Jorgensen's going to have to back out of it and make sure that he's only 2 wide into the corner. There is a Crown over back to 3rd, but he's going to take over 2nd as the 31 whips it around. Throttle control, the most important portion about what they're doing here. Jaron Valley out front almost by a full second. 7 laps to go here. There is you're seeing Reaper up there. Everything that is under 25 is going to be the Reaper. 25 to go. Right now, Matt Jorgensen going around Likawa right there, the number 6 truck. But I tell you what, they're going to be steadily moving across the track. Inside, outside moves. 17 going around back here. Looks like Matt Swope. Whoa, man, come on, Matt. He's going to have to turn it around. No cautions in the heat races, and that's just so these drivers can get used to driving, get used to putting themselves in there. And when they go back to a full field here in the 50-lap sprint, it's going to be a lot of fun. 5 laps to go here. Valley out front, 1.7 seconds. Crown over in 2nd, trying to track him down. Looks like Jaron Valley getting faster as he progresses. His fastest lap was lap 3. And as he completes lap 4, 19.84 looks like is what he's going to be. Sorry, 19.84 is lap 3. This time it was a 19.65. That was his fastest lap halfway through the race. Crown over trying to make it move. He gets a lot of fun right there. He's got Chris Webb right behind him. Chris Webb marked as the 31, has the 49 on his truck. David King in 4th. 21 truck trying to make it stick, trying to make it move, holding on to 4th place. There's the number 6. He settles in. He's trying to have a good race. Jaron Valley out front. He goes around the 17. Bradley Brandon involved in something here. Looks like he was up next to the wall. He's going to be back around, had to jump to pits. So 3 to go here as Jaron Valley looking to win the heat race number 1. 2 to go as he crosses the start-finish line. He's got that truck super sideways. And look at the overhead view right here on the backstretch. Absolutely dig this view as they get into, oh man, it looks like the 88 of Crown over went around, got into the throttle there. White flag's going to wave heat race number 1. And Matt Swope having to jump to pits. Looks like they're going to come around and try to finish the best that they can. Jaron Valley got the jump that he needed, and Webb turned it on the gas late in the race here. But it does look like as he comes across the start-finish line, Jaron Valley's going to win. It's sideways. He won it sideways here, coming across the line. Heat race number 1 in the books. As you're going to see the rest of the drivers come around here. Valley, Webb, King, the number 6 truck. Swope in the number 1. Jorgensen finishes 6th. Cottrell in 7th. Park in 8th. Carpenter, Crown over, and the rest of the field. Here's your starting grid for heat race number 2. Another 8-lap heat race. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to enjoy this. I think they're gonna be able to make it work, and I'm definitely not mad at it. definitely not mad at it. 98 of Anderson, Magnus Anderson, 2nd fastest in qualifying, is going to be the pole sitter here in heat race number 2. Dustin Hall, Holt Johnston, Joe Francis, that's going to make up row number 2 for you. James Cato in the number 5 spot's going to have that number 3 truck ready to rock and roll. Gavin Hibbs at number 32. He's going to be there outside row number 3. Zachary, he's back in the mix. At number 83, he's got Devin Galvin there. And the number 13, he's in the outside row number 4. Marshall Layton, the 24, has Danny Withers back there. Mr. Withers, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you out there. In that row number 5 spot, Jeremy Robbins is going to bring up the inside row in the very back 11 spots. So they are all in the field. They're all ready to go. Good to see everybody out there. Again, like, follow on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Give it a share out there. I'd appreciate you. And if you don't, well, that's okay. Not going to complain. No reason to, right? Twitch is the big one that we like to see. trying to grow everywhere. Just trying to grow everywhere. That's what we're doing at least. Dustin Hall is going to be to the outside of the 98. Magnus Anderson driving a Toyota. And they have the setups. Now, you can be fast, but when we get into the feature, once that track wears in, it's most definitely going to be a highline running truck. Jaron, I did like the 360. You came across the line almost sideways and backwards. I did. And just for you, Jaron, we're going to give it to you because why not? There it is. Helicopter award for you. Appreciate you, my friend. Absolutely enjoyed the 360. Jaron Valley, winner of heat race number 1 in the chat. Good to see you out there, my friend. 98-26. We're going to go green flag racing right here. As the 98 gets the green flag, 26 is going to be there to the outside into turn 1. They're going to be hot and heavy into the corners. Moving and grooving 62 of Holt Johnston all the way down to the flat part of the apron there as he's going to slide up and try to keep the foot into the throttle just a little bit. 32 of Gavin Hibbs going to the back right here, trying to stay out of 07 of Robbins trying to keep the 15 straight. He does so. So that's hey, they kept it going forward. That's going to be a good battle back there. Damn, of course, that's Anthony. I saw it. 32 of Gavin Hibbs, a little bit of damage there, but he's going to be able to keep it going. Magnus Anderson out front by 3/4 of a second. Joe Francis picking up a few spots here, up 2 from the start of the race. 33 really trying to hold on to it as he carries around. Francis closing the distance to Anderson. Anderson in and out just a little bit there. Joe just ran the fastest lap of the entire race. A 19.61 for that driver. There's the 26 of Hall. 20.19 on his last lap, but he's getting faster as he comes around. He runs his next fastest lap as they start to battle for the lead here. The 33 to the inside of the 98. They are moving and grooving. 5 laps to go here in heat race number 2. 98-33, moving, grooving. Try to shake and bake, and I help. They are neck and neck across the front stripe. 33, 98, 98 protecting, one in the outside pole position on the feature, and it's going to be here right next to the 33. 33 trying to pull any kind of line away from him as the 98 goes to the bottom side. 33 sliding up the high side of the racetrack, trying to keep it out of the wall. Going to drive straight off. Moving through the field, 98, 33, 33 utilizing the high line, trying to find any kind of grip up there. 26 to the inside, battle for second, still hot and heavy. They are holding on for dear goodness. Joe Francis still trying to beat the door off of the 98, but not quite getting there, not able to pull the slide job. 2 laps to go as they continue to move heat race number 2. Devin Galvin there in the 13. He is in 4th. Holt Johnston off a couple of spots from the start of the race, but you got to remember the feature is going to be a big impact. 98-33. White flag's going to wave here at heat race number 2 as they continue to move around. Holding on for all that is worth. The 33, last-ditch effort, last 2 turns. Anderson, 3-4, half-second difference. Coming around to take heat race number 2. Anderson wins it here. Francis second, Hall third. Johnston finishes in 4th. Galvin in 5th. Cato looks like he's going to come around in 6th. And the 83 finishes in 7th. Withers, Robbins still trying to finish the rest of the race. There's the 83 finishing up there. Dan Withers coming around to finish up the race. Robbins as well. He is putting it around right there. All right, they're going to have a 5-lap warm-up. Here's your chance right now if you want to do it. An opportunity for to ask questions, enjoy yourself, and do what you got to do. Since I do have that opportunity. Anthony, the driver's going to have an opportunity to make some adjustments as well. So this is going to be an opportunity for them to be like, hey, you know what, this is what I need to do. This is where I need to be. And it's looking like it's a lot of fun right now. Let's see if we can talk to a couple of these guys. I would have talked to at least the 2 heat race winners here. Let's see if we can drop him in here real quick. Jaron Valley, heat race number 1 winner. Jaron, you got a copy there, buddy?
Yes, sir. I hear you loud and clear.
Perfect. I wanted to talk to you about that first day. It seemed like once you got out there was nothing that you needed to do. I know that you're out there practicing, getting that warm up in, but kind of roll me through what you had going on there. I saw the line and the 360 at the end.
Yeah, so I had a lot of confidence coming in here. Still do. Obviously, I'm going to be starting first. I'm quick now and warm up, so that's cool. I'm a dirt racer through my background. I'm a big dirt racer. So I kind of got this dialed in. I love the trucks on dirt, especially Knoxville as well. And I knew just like we were qualifying up front, we could just walk away, and that's what Magnus and I did. Built a good setup for our team, and we're hoping for the best results we can for the feature.
Well, you guys are going to both start 1 and 3 here, so he's going to start right behind you. Same goal, got to get out front.
Oh yeah, no, I'm trying to get the best lead, biggest that I can. I want to lap the whole field if that's possible, or at least lap everybody but the top 5. I think I got the skill set to do it, and hopefully the setup plays in our favor.
It's gotta run green. That's the way it is. All right, my man. Well, good luck on the race, and we look forward to talking to you soon.
Sounds good. I'll talk to you in 50 laps.
Jaron Valley, he wins heat race number 1. He's going to be your pole sitter. And what a great drive off there. And, man, Magnus was having a great race there at the end of that as well. So Magnus will be the outside pole sitter. I said 1 and 3, but Magnus won that last heat race, and those results were absolutely amazing. Here's a look at the heat race results for the second one. Magnus Anderson won heat race number 2, and here is heat race number 1 for you. Here's the results of that as well. So we're going to have all the drivers in on this one. 50 laps. They do have a fast repair. Unlimited sets of tires. They're not going to really need to worry about that. I wouldn't be worrying about that. And fuel's not going to be a factor as well. 50 laps, they should run out of fuel at all. But it's gonna be exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing it, as they're going to be ready to rock and roll here in about a minute and a half. Let's see what Magnus has as well, because he's going to be battling his teammate here. Let's give it a little chit-chat with Mr. Magnus Anderson. Magnus, walk me through. You had your this last race right here, and you had a heck of a run there. Kind of walk us through what was going on and what you've got planned here real quick before the start of the next race.
Yeah, the car was feeling pretty good. I think we're just a little bit tight. I let that 33 car, I think, caught up to me and was giving me a run for my money for a few laps. And then I just settled down a little bit and hunkered down and fought the track. That's the biggest thing with these dirt tracks. You're fighting the track more than anybody else.
Throttle control seems to be the most important thing here. Especially when you're coming out of the exit. It's a little different than most of it because you've got the downhill slope. Is that going to be the big factor here going through? Because you can't really, you can go full throttle, but you really have to whip it around.
Yeah, I'm kind of sending it in like a UMP mod, to be honest with you. And it's almost kind of handling like that with the setup that we got. I don't know what's going to happen in this race, but it's going to be a good one.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. You and your teammate starting on the front row, and I look forward to seeing it. Well, good luck on the feature here, and we'll see you at the end.
Yep, thank you.
Magnus Anderson, your heat race number 2 winner there, is going to be your outside pole sitter, and he's ready to go. Joe Francis, fastest in practice right now, 19.1. So he made an adjustment, and whatever adjustment he made, that's going to be amazing to kind of watch. We watched him somewhat track down Magnus Anderson there at the last 3 to 4 laps, and so it's going to be exciting to see. Let's take a look at your starting grid here for the feature. 50 laps here on the Bristol dirt track as they're going to get ready to rock and roll here. Jaron Valley, of course, we were just talking about him, talking to him as well. The number 66 is going to be your pole sitter here. It's going to be a wild one. Hey, much love to you, brother. Yeah, no, it's going to be good, man. Jeremy, hopefully you're good. You're having a good race out there. You got to be patient. You got to throttle control is going to be the big factor, and feather it into the corners. You can get it in there, but just don't hit that flat side because it'll send you around. That's for darn sure. Magnus Anderson's going to be the outside pole sitter in this feature. Chris Webb, Joe Francis, Dave King, Dustin Hall. The number 6, Richards was having a good race there for a little bit too. So we're going to see what he's going to be able to do here. Holt Johnston, the number 62, is going to be the outside pole sitter. Oh, Jaron, better watch it, buddy. You don't want too much damage there. Excuse me. Elliott Swope, Devin Galvin. It's going to make up row number 5. Matt Jorgensen, James Cato, all the way to row number 6. Let's move down that starting grid real quick and get these. They're cracking me up over there. Jesse Cottrell, Zach Mears out there, and the number 83. It's going to be row 7. The 22 and the 15 are going to make up row number 8. 23 and the 7 are going to make up row number 9. 88 and 24 there in row 10. Matt Swope, Gavin Hibbs, and Bradley Brandon. That'll make up the final portion of the starting grid. I'm excited. Are you excited? We're going to be Green Flag Racing. Make sure you give us a like, chat it up out there. Give us a follow. I want to hear everything from you. I appreciate each and every one of you that are out there. It's going to be a wild race. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to see what they're going to be able to do here as they're going to get ready to rock and roll here very, very shortly. Pace truck will dip off onto pit forward, onto pit road, and it's going to be insane, absolutely insane. Look at it's already slicked off. Look at turn 3 right there. You see that shiny portion right there? It's slick. Thank you for the new follow out there. And Jacob Elder out there becoming a follower. Thank you very much. I appreciate you very much. Start of the race. Green flag, 66, 98. Teammates. 66 down low, 49 is going to be there. They're trying to stay out of each other's way. They want a long green flag run here. Caution's going to come out. Now, cautions are up here. Looks like Matt Swope having a little bit of an issue here. Here's a look at that. Looks like the 51. Let's back up here. Looks like Jesse Cottrell and Matt Jorgensen got into each other here. Let's see what happened. There's the 51. Into the corner. Oh, the 6 and the 1 got into each other and then kind of just stacked it up there. Hard to avoid, but they'll go to pit road and get that fast repair, put themselves at the very end. Got to get through. It's much harder to be like to watch when not playing normally. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Jacob, I really do appreciate that. I enjoy having everybody out there getting in chats, enjoying themselves. We do like streaming the iRacing broadcasts. It's been a lot of fun doing that. But I get out there and game myself. I get out there and drive every once in a while. Pace laps are going to count. So you're going to see that tick down for the drivers. Cautions are automatic through iRacing. And it does look like you're going to try to hold on to that. Matt Jorgensen waiting for a free pass here. He has to wait for the pace truck to go around. Reminded everybody, if you got a gaming page out there as well, throw that stuff up there for me so I can go take a look at that. I want to make sure I see all of that. I like to go back and see what everybody's doing. There's the 10 and the 51. They're looking for a free pass. Jaron Valley's going to be your... They should get a free pass. Now, that should happen. With the cautions automatic like that, they should get a free pass here. And with the laps counting, they should definitely get the free pass. So we're going to see here as we're going to go back to Green Flag Racing here very, very shortly. They should go double file here in just a second. Yep, there it is. Double file for two teammates, 66-98. Does look like Jorgensen and the 10 are waiting. So if they do have back-to-back cautions, that's another thing. Back-to-back cautions will bring out a single file restart. So keep that in mind as well. If they get a little bit of a run in there, that'll go back to double file restart. So just keep these things in mind as they continue to roll forward. They should be able to get a green flag run in here. I think that they will. I don't think there'll be any issue with that. Marshall, if you're out there, man, and if you're not racing, buddy, you can get in here and chit-chat with me. I see on pit road, looks like you might have taken the race off. If that's the case, you can jump in here. I don't mind. Alrighty. Here we go. Now we got a little bit of audio working right. Sounded like iRacing was having a little bit of a football there for a second, but we're all good. Could have been on my end. All right, 6 laps in. First caution happens, and I think it happened because they got real low. Getting that low on the racetrack, putting yourself on the flat of the racetrack will only do you justice on the last lap. Green flags in a wave. It is going to be a single file restart for the drivers because it was so quick. And right now, Giron Valley and the 98 not side by side, nose to bumper. There's the 49 or the 31. Sorry, that's Webb there, trying to get to the back bumper of the 98. Two teammates battling for the lead here as they continue to move forward. Joe Francis picking up pace. He's ready to rock and roll. Does look like Dustin Hall's in that 5th spot, trying to look to the back bumper, into the corner. Everybody single file, trying to make it work, trying to make it stick. Down to the back stretch. Marshall out of pits. Looks like Marshall Layton's back on the field, getting some stuff taken care of. There he is. He's coming off pit road. He wants to get back out there and race. Fastest lap of the race, 19.68 for the 66. Now a 19.32. Magnus Anderson, teammate to him, 19.41. And Chris Webb, Joe Francis, these drivers right here are running similar lap times. Look at the slide down to the bottom of the 33 here. He is really, really diving it into the corner, trying to hook the front of that truck around. 10 laps in, they are moving, and he's catching the 49. He's going to stay there at the bottom. Ooh, looks like Michael Carpenter involved. Little quick run there. Looks like they were trying to keep it green. Michael Carpenter involved. Here's what happened to the 23. Oh, he blew his engine. His engine blew. And he was trying to keep it low. And he couldn't make it back to pit road. And there on the corner, doesn't count as pit road, still counts part of the track. And man, oh man. So the 23 driving the U-Haul paint scheme, 75 years for U-Haul moving and storage. Here is our good friend over there, one of the drivers, part of the sponsorship for the U-Haul moving and storage. Joe Francis in 4th. Let's run through the field. Biggest mover of the race right now, Gavin Hibbs, up 10 spots. Started 22nd. He is in 12th right now. Bradley Brandon right here in the number 18 truck. He is up 9 spots, so he'll be the second biggest mover of the race. Matt Jorgensen came around. He's still running. He's got some damage, but that's the way it goes. Found a couple of new streamers this week that I enjoyed watching while I was taking some time. Found out I've been watching Raptor for a long time. Raptor has been a good streamer, but more recently he's been playing games that I really like. So I've been watching Raptor for a little bit. Of course, Sore Feet's a good pal of mine. I do enjoy him, so occasionally I try to make sure that we talk about him. Let's see. Who else we've been watching lately? Oh, a couple of people. We've been watching a couple of people out there. Let's see. Probably look through my Discord and tell you, I've been watching Stone. Stone's been out there for a little bit. He's been testing some stuff. Tim the Tapman goes all the way to YouTube now, so he's primarily streaming on YouTube. We've been watching Dr. Disrespect, of course. He's been having a good time out there. Do enjoy that guy very much. Rolling through the top 10: Valley, Anderson, Webb, Francis, Hall, King, Johnston, Galvin, Cato, and the 83 Emeritus right there. That's going to be the top 10. And I do believe it should be a double file restart. I could be wrong. I've been wrong about less. Big reminder to you folks, just follow on Facebook, facebook.com/Signature Esports. Appreciate you very much. Got a new follower out there, Mr. Elder. William Evans giving us a big like. Thank you very much. Appreciate you very much. Mr. Evans having hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Tomorrow night, we do have the IVRL Truck Series, the Pinkett Ford Truck Series, brought to you by PinkettFord.org. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night. It's another Truck Series race. They're going to be at Richmond Raceway here at iRacing. This is going to be a lot of fun. Double file restart. They're rolling. Ready to go. 66.98. Teammates ready to battle. Into the turn. Oh, the 31 got into the 98. Caution will come right back out. So it'll be a single file restart. Here's what happened here. Does look like the 98 was there. The 49 hit the flat, got right to the back bumper of the 98. And just a little bit of a turn. Oh, man. And then collateral damage. Here's what happened here. Dan has a little bit of issue. Oh, getting around. Hold on to it. Oh, man, Mr. Jorgensen. Hopefully you still have saved your fast repair. Back-to-back cautions means that's going to be back-to-back. Be a single file restart. I think they'll get back to it here. 50 laps will go by pretty quick. Of course, they want to be out there having a green flag run right now, and I can understand that. Let's see who's in on pit road. Mr. Jorgensen, he's still surviving. Look at that truck. Now, it is Bristol. We are used to seeing Bristol run through and have pretty much, you can have a modified truck. You can have pretty much whatever you want. And I do think that they're gonna be able to enjoy that. Brandon in on pit road. Galvin coming to pit road and leaving pit road. He went ahead and took his fast repair. Cottrell looks like he just went in and got a little bit of damage repaired. I think that, smart move. Nothing wrong with that. There's the 88 crown over. It's going to be a lap or two down. He's holding on to a good spot here. Jaron Valley, single file restart for the drivers. Be ready to go here in just a second. Holt Johnston leaving pit road. Going to go ahead and use that fast repair. Bradley Brandon went ahead and used his. Galvin, the 13 truck, using his. Matt Jorgensen in 10th right now. Still holding on to his truck. But right now, Jaron Valley is going to be still scored as your race leader. Francis Magnus Anderson took that little bit of left rear damage right there. Has a little bit of nose damage, but his setup's still fast. So we're going to see if this thing runs green. We're going to see what's going to happen here. He's going to move up the racetrack a little bit. It looks like he's going to be right behind Mr. Jorgensen in 11th. 88's going to fall back. Anybody? It's similar to the NASCAR tracks. Your placement's going to be right where you need to be. Jaron Valley waiting for the single file restart here. 20 laps in, and we know that they can get going. So it's going to be exciting to see these drivers do it. This also gives an opportunity for the drivers that are not accustomed to, maybe they're just dirt racers, to get out here and shine. One more lap around for the Pace truck, and then we'll go back to green flag racing here in just a moment. Lights are off on the Pace truck backstretch for him. 66-33-26. There's the 21 of King. Cato in the 3, 32, 1, 15, 22, and Jorgensen in 10th. Everybody knows Mr. Matt Jorgensen. We really enjoy that guy. Here's the 22. He's able to, and I secretly root for the 15. Back to green they go. Valley out front. Francis was challenging there towards the end of heat race number 2, so I'm excited to see what's going to happen here. As right now the 33 taps the wall, slaps the wall, and does whatever he can. He's trying to move and trying to make himself work as he comes around here. There is the 33. Battle for the 26 right behind him, as you're going to see. Well, caution coming out. It's like Park involved. Back up real quick. Or if he got to the back bumper. Here's what happened here. 22 down low. Oh, he just sent it in there. got himself sideways. And, oh, a little bit of collateral damage there. Just a little bit sideways. Tried to keep it going forward, and the 22 back to 16th now. Gonna go around the pace truck. Halfway through the race, fourth caution. They're just trying to get everybody together. Joe Francis needs a green flag run here to be able to try to get into a groove, to apply the pressure. And it does happen. It does happen, folks. Here is the number 33 right there behind. He's going to be in second. Sixth is going to be your lucky dog. So there goes the number 6 truck. He is working his way around the field, trying to get a couple of his laps back. And right now, I believe he might be completing lap 23. So he'll be a lap down, I do believe, as he comes around and gets back into position here. 17th for the driver. Looks like the 22 parking it on pit road, maybe getting some stuff fixed. Not quite sure. There goes the 10. He's going to be there as well. How's everybody's day out there? Where are you watching from? What are you doing out there? I appreciate everybody that is out there watching. Reaper 25 to go here, halfway through the race. I've had a few cautions, but I tell you what, it's still going to be a good race there. Once they get to green, it'll be phenomenal. So I believe since it's back-to-back cautions again, it'll be another single file restart. We're going to see what's going to happen here for these drivers. David King in 6th. Here's the number 21 truck. Pitbossgrills.com. Pitboss-grills.com. You know, it happens, Jeremy. A few cautions do happen. Imagine, it could have been longer. A long race. Jeremy, we know you don't like dirt racing, buddy. It's okay. Bristol is, I believe Bristol is one of the easier tracks to drive, in my opinion, of course. Few greens. You need a green. We need a green. Need a green flag run. That's for sure. I'm going to see what you guys have. I want to see what you're going to be able to lay down here. Every position's a point, and that's what matters in the long run. A little bit of flickering going on with the lights here in the Bristol setup. And it could just be that I'm not on the regular rig here, folks. Blues Diecast Reaper Speedlab. You see the sponsors there on the top right of your screen. Make sure that you get out there and that you definitely go and follow these folks. 66, 33, 26. Green flag waves here at Bristol. Inside, outside, digging for all the dirt you can get. And we're seeing the 66 and the 33. That'll be the battle for the lead for both of the drivers here as Jaron Valley trying to hold on to it and make sure that he keeps it. 21 laps to go here for the Bristol Dirt Series. Jorgensen trying to hold on to his spot in 12th. He's got a 3-wide situation. The 88 going around. There's the 83 right there in front of him. 83 is going to be side by side with the 88 feathering into the corner. Jorgensen trying to hold on to his 13th place position right now. He's got the 83 of Zachary in front of him. Zach has less damage, but it didn't really matter. 15 of Danny Withers. Hold on to 11th. He's got Bradley Brandon in front of him, the number 18 truck. That Toyota trying to hold on. Crownover trying to make some moves as well. He's digging, and he's digging well. One of the faster trucks of the race. Makawa coming around as well, the number 6 truck in 14th, trying to carry what he has got. 66-33, battle for the lead. Both of the drivers still holding on. There's the front stretch, a little blimp view for you. Look at how slicked over that track is right there. All that grip is pretty much gone at the moment, 7/10 of a second. And the more that you utilize the bottom of the track, the more that you're going to be dependent later in the track to use that high line. As you see the run that Francis gets off of the corner there, the 66, a little bit of lap traffic in front of him. That's Cottrell right there, the number 10 truck. 66 is going to stay low. Francis is going to catch up just a little bit here, as you're going to see that lap traffic kind of help out a little bit. 33, slide job to the bottom. He's going to drift up the track across the front stretch, and right there, that's how you gain a little bit of speed into the corner. Right behind him, the 26 of Hall. James Cato in the mix as well. He is holding on. That's right along with the 3 truck. As you're going to see, 16 laps to go. Up into the wall, it looks like the 26 is, so he's going to be holding on to what he's got. Trying to dig. Look at him work that wheel. This is the 4th place truck, James Cato in the number 3. Trying to track down the 26 there to the bottom, the 10 next to the wall right there. Trying to hold on to his position. Look at him just work that wheel. Throttle control, big one. Look at him drifted into the, up next to the wall. The 10 and the 22 still being able to be competitive up on the high line as we watch the 3 truck, the Bommarito.com Chevy Silverado. Dave King right behind him. The 21 has the 98 right there. Well, there's Magnus Anderson. We talked about Magnus Anderson. You're not keeping him down. Well, the outside pole sitter got wrapped up into something a little bit earlier, and now he is trying to work his way back to the front. He wants to finish right behind Jaron Valley. New race lead here. Joe Francis out front. I missed the pass, but they battled for about a lap and a half. We'll go back a little bit later. We'll take a look at that. 33, a little bit of lap traffic in front of him. Trying to make it work there to the inside. There's the 83. 33, digging 66 there. Caution's going to come out. It does look like Dan Withers involved. And what a pass. What a run right there. That was a good little green flag run for the drivers. They were making a move. Joe Francis, your race leader at the moment. Dan Withers involved. We'll take a look here. I think the 15 had the 62. It looks like the 62 got right into the 15, collected the 83. It was Holt Johnston that got into him. He was got a brand new truck, a little bit of right side damage now, but take a look at that one more time. Here's Holt Johnston. We'll back it up. We'll see what he might just have been faster. He was carrying the track very well. He was passing a few drivers. Here's a look at Holt Johnston there to the 83. Has a good little run right here. Coming down to the front stretch. Tries to get into the corner. Gets right into Dan in the 15. We all know that I secretly root for the 15 just because. And makes that work. Tries to make that work at least, and it just didn't. Let's go back. We're going to take a look at the pass here. Here's what happened with Joe Francis here. Joe Francis and the 66 battling side by side. A little bit of bump down to the bottom. Little slide job up. 66 right there to the back bumper. It looked like that was kind of where they were going to be at there for a moment. Joe Francis started to pull away. Looks like Jaron took a moment to collect himself. And then look at him. He was coming back at it. He was trying to battle back at it again. Good little run for all of the drivers. Does look like they're going to be ready to rock and roll here in just a moment. Joe Francis, your race leader. Does look like the 13's looking for a free pass. Here is Devin Galvin there behind the pace truck. Joe Francis in the 33. There's the 66 of Jaron Valley. Dustin Hall in third. We watched Cato there for a little bit. He's still in fourth. Magnus Anderson is going to be able to jump into it again. Here is the 98. He looks good, man. Looks like he's overcome a little bit of a deficit here. As far as the drivers that enjoy racing, well, your top 9 are all C-class and above, except for James. James has got a good I rating though, but he's got a pretty high D-class there for his license. But D-class for James, C-class and above for the rest of them. Joe Francis, A-class in that iRacing Dirt Series class. Hopefully everybody, Jared Valley, 1971 iRating, A-class driver for the Dirt Series. He and Joe really have the trucks kind of nailed down. So does Magnus. But Dustin Hall able to keep it going as well there on the bottom line. Looks like the three of James just feathering it through. We watched him try to work it there. Lights are going to be off on the pace truck. Inside 10 laps to go. It is an automatic single file. That is just dirt racing rules. Not really something that you have to push on there. So always good to see. Green flag's going to wave. 33 is going to give it. He's going to be ready to rock and roll. They're going to be moving. Turn 1, turn 2. Here's the back bumper. Look at the 66 here. And you know that they want to finish under green flag conditions. It would be one thing to finish under caution, but they do have one attempt at a green-white checkered here. And I don't know that they're going to need it. 5 laps to go here. The Reaper 5 to go. Reaper Speedlab. Go find them on Facebook. Go find them on Instagram. Go find them on all the platforms out there. Joe Francis, Jaron Valley, won heat race number 1. He's been dominant in the race. Joe has the long run speed. It does look like able to get out there and really make it stick. His truck faster than the field, 19.67, utilizing the bottom line. He is able to hook the bottom line there, and I don't know how he's doing it. Watch him hook it. He is hooking that front left tire down to the bottom line, feathering it through, moving up the racetrack, driving it almost like look at him. He's counter steering himself up next to the wall and still running 19.8. 3 laps to go. Francis 1.4 seconds over Dustin Hall, who just made the pass on the 66 just this last lap. I missed it, folks. Apologies about that. Trying to manage everything here. There's a lot going on. Jaron Valley back to third, trying to hold on to a top 3. Cato there has the 32 of Hibbs to the inside. That's the battle for fourth. 2 laps to go. Joe Francis trying to win it here and make it back to front. Well, not really a back to front. There's the 1 and the 88 side by side. Elliott Swope holding on to it as he gets into the corner. White flag waves. Joe Francis 1.6 seconds over Dustin Hall. Jaron Valley trying to make it stick to the bottom. He needs 2 more turns as you see the lead, 1.7 seconds. Joe Francis comes around, digs it, enjoys it, and wins it at Bristol. Dustin Hall, second. Valley in third. Gavin Hibbs sends it, makes it up 18 spots. Biggest mover of the race right there. Up 18 positions to fourth. James finishes 7 spots ahead in fifth. And then Magnus finishes in sixth as the 88 comes around. Mr. Crownover enjoying it. Joe Francis there to celebrate. Not really much of a burnout you can do there, but what a great run for the 33. He digs in, holds on to it, and now it's almost like demolition derby time for the drivers. Race results brought to you by Speedlab, Reaper Speedlab right there. We're not looking at the heat race. We're going to be looking at the just everything. Feature, there it is. Joe Francis, your race winner here. Dustin Hall in second. Jaron Valley finishes in third. Gavin Hibbs, Cato there in fifth. Anderson King, Swope Bradley Brandon finishes in ninth. Richard finishes in that number 6 truck. He's your top 10 driver. Galvin Jorgensen, Zachary finishes that number 83 truck in 13th. Danny, my man, finishes in 15th. Crownover, Johnston, Robbins, Cottrell, that's all the way through 18th. And here's the rest of the race results. The 22, 31, 24, 23, and the 17 all finished there at the bottom of the race results. A good race. It turned out to be a good race there at the end, and I was thoroughly enjoying it. That's kind of what I look at that. Let's see if we can get our fantastic race winner in here real quick. Where is Joe? There he is. If we can move him over here. I'm using a different setup, folks. And there he is going to be. Joe Francis is going to be a race winner here at Bristol Dirt. You had the long run speed. Once you got to green, I said it whenever we had like the fourth caution. It was like Joe needs a long green flag run, and it seemed to be exactly what you needed. Walk me through your race and kind of what you needed to do there.
Okay, so perspective. At the beginning of the race, or at the beginning of the practice session, we had some setups that we didn't know much about, and we kind of fiddled with them getting through practice. And towards the end of practice, our setup guy finally showed up because we didn't know if he was going to make it. He made us a setup in 2 minutes, and then all else, the rest is history. It was a pretty good race because it was pretty clean up front because we all gave each other some room, and even though we were slide jogging each other, but that's just the case with dirt racing, and especially with stock car racing. But over time, as it slicked off, I felt pretty confident because my friend told me that when he made the setup, once it slicks off, it gets better, or it just holds its own.
It seemed like you were able to hold the bottom line. It was like you got your front left on the bottom line, and you allowed the throttle to kind of work its way around the track rather than. When I drive Bristol towards the latter part of the race, I'm up next to the wall, and I'm full throttle all the way around the wall. It seemed like what you were doing was the later the race, it seemed like you were moving further and further down.
Yeah, because that's the one thing I learned doing Bristol races, doing official races, is it's like once the middle is completely destroyed, once it's completely slick in the middle, there are only two options. It's up towards the wall and right on the bottom, right on the apron. In sprint cars, I'm almost onto the wall, just trying to cut the bottom so much. But just getting the front tires down there, just getting them below into the grippy dirt, then that's enough to get the car turned and just easy on the throttle off the corner, and you can hold speed.
It's the only race that you're doing on dirt this season, and you pull out a win here. Congratulations once again. Give your shout outs and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah, I guess definitely give a shout out to our setup guy, Chris Webb. I mean, he pulled through the last minute. I mean, he really pulled through because that setup was 5/10 faster than what we were able to come up with at the beginning of the practice, and him showing up at the last minute really saved us. And just a shout out to the rest of the guys, Gavin, GT, Holt, James, Jesse, Richard, and the guys that put on this league. It's pretty fun, and they're doing pretty good now.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a league to be continued with, especially on Monday nights or Sunday nights.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
And shout out to you for broadcasting. Sorry about that.
No, that's all right. Hey, this is what I do. They pay me to do it, but I enjoy doing it. I think that's the difference. You got to enjoy what you do, because if you don't, then are you doing it? Once again, congratulations. I look forward to seeing you next week, my man. And hats off to you, man. That was a heck of a run.
Appreciate it.
Joe Francis wins it here and does it in style. They're going to be at Richmond next week as well, so that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And I'm thoroughly excited to see what they're going to be able to turn that into. Let's talk to the next man in the line. Dustin Hall finishes a fantastic second. You made some moves there at the end. You started sixth at the start of the race. You were able to dodge some bullets, get yourself back out there, work it. After that, those couple of little green flag runs that you had there, it seemed like you were able to do exactly what Joe was doing: stick it to the bottom and put yourself in contention to get yourself into the especially from sixth, you got yourself inside the top three.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. My car was set up for a longer run. Was hoping to get a little heat in the tires. It really came alive. I could run hot lap speeds through lap 15, 20 once I got a little heat in the tires. Yeah, I should have thought ahead. Old Larry Max trends were not adhered to when I built that setup, and I probably should have.
Well, when it comes down to league racing, dirt racing, a lot of people get out here with a fear of driving these tracks. I'm a fan of it, regardless if I'm going to be good at it. I like getting out there running.
Yeah, no doubt. It's fun. I like the challenge. My background's dirt, but without the real feel in your seat, it's real hard to just base it off of what you see and what you hear, and feel, I guess, in the wheel, without really being able to feel what the car's doing with your tail in the seat. It's a challenge, and I was pretty pleased with how things went. mostly I just knew I needed to limit my mistakes and let everybody around me make more. And that's kind of what happened. That's what happened with Jaron. I was able to send it on the top when he was real squirrely. And once you get real squirrely like he got, it's a pain to get your rhythm back, get the rear back underneath you.
It seems like it takes a couple of laps, right?
Yeah, definitely. So I just sent it on the top, knowing that I had my rhythm, and I hadn't scorched my tires by sliding it, left, right down the straightaway. So I was probably going to be able to make it work up there, and we made it work.
Now, top two night, give it another 10 laps. Do you think you would have had Joe or anything for Joe right there?
I don't know, man. Like he was saying, he was hitting that bottom so well. I might have been able to get to him with maybe 15, 20 more laps, but I couldn't have got around him unless I moved him, and I wouldn't race him that way. So it would have had to be just pressure him up and make him make a mistake. But no, hats off to him. He did a great job. He took the lead on that through traffic, and didn't make any mistakes. Held on to it.
Well, it was a fun night to watch you get out there and do it. Give your shout outs out there, and congratulations, P2 at Bristol Dirt Richmond next week, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch you guys there as well.
I'd like to give my shout out to YRD Designs. It's one of our league sponsors, but he hooked me up with a button box at a very, very fair price, and it's been a world changer for me. So I appreciate him. I appreciate my family. They always tune in and watch these broadcasts, and I appreciate them and their support. If they can't go watch me race at a real track somewhere, they'll tune in and watch me online. So that's pretty fun. Big thanks to Team Conti, Rocket Racing Setups, and all the league sponsors, and of course you for broadcasting. Appreciate you, man.
Absolutely. Dustin Hall finishes in second, does so in style, passes one of the faster guys out there too, and he was fast there at the end as well. So don't count that out. That's driving. We talk about being able to drive fast and work your way around the track, but the long race is what it's going to be. Let's talk to not only the guy that won the heat race early on, but still a top three night. Dustin was talking about it. You got a little bit free, and it took a second for you to collect yourself, but you were still able to salvage a very, very, very nice third place finish here. I know that that's not the win you were looking for there, but to just walk us through the race, kind of what was going on, what happened there, and what you were doing to basically hold on to what you had.
I guess I should start off by saying third place. That stings a lot more than second would, in my opinion. Just kind of like 3 to go or whatever, got a little too low and spun the tires a little too much and had to collect myself. It's like my muscle memory was gone. But felt pretty dominant for the whole race. 1 and 2, I struggled quite a bit to kind of keep it on the bottom and everything. But, Joe was pretty quick, and I was hoping we could have some more green flag runs because going through lap traffic, that was honestly pretty fun. I loved weaving in and out of those cars and going at it. But talked to Dustin a little bit and Joe too. I was kind of mad at Joe, but we kind of talked it out. Just like, man, you were running the apron to kind of pass. It's not the best thing. Gave me a little shot in the door too, and then slid up on my nose. So didn't really appreciate that. But talked to him. Rubbin's racing. It's dirt, So it was meant to get messy, and glad we could have some drama in there. But I guess I can be satisfied with that third place finish.
I didn't even see the pass during the caution. I had to go back and take a look at it. It seemed like you were kind of running that midline. He sent it real deep in the corner. It seemed like there was a little bit of side contact there, and then I don't know if it was
just kind of.
It just seemed like it forced you up the track a little bit right there. But it did look like you were making ground on him again, especially after the start of the race. You were able to find your tires in the right groove. But like you said, that rhythm is what and Dustin kind of spoke on that a little bit whenever we were talking to him. Getting that rhythm here, and once you lose the rhythm, it takes you a few laps to get that back.
Yeah, that's just too many cautions, I think, and I think that's kind of what did it. And Dustin must have hit it right on the head there. We couldn't get into a rhythm because we were always restarting every couple of laps. So Oh well, it is what it is, and we'll look forward to next week, which is I think Richmond. So another short track should be fun, and I think I'm pretty good there.
Richmond's a lot of fun. I enjoy that in the trucks. And I don't like it so much the B car or the A car, but I do enjoy it in the trucks. All right, man. Give you shout outs out there, and congratulations. Still, I know it's still P3. I know you say it smarts a little bit, but it's still a good finish no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, just want to thank my teammates, everybody at Thorsport. Anthony, Magnus, Devin as well. Ryan Hatch, who unfortunately is not with us anymore. But that's something we don't talk about. As well as Bradley, Brandon, and Matthew Jorgensen were in talking with us as well, kind of giving them pointers, and I think they learned a lot. So overall, just like I said again, great race. Look forward to it again, and can't thank you enough for the broadcast and everything that we've been through. Hopefully we can get a win here sometime soon. So
It's coming. I have a feeling it's coming. I give it within the next 3 races. I think, and I'm not predicting anything. I'm not saying, hey, I root for the 15. That's Dan Withers. It's only because it's the number I drive. But the way that you've been competing, I don't know. Maybe you might have to hold me to it. I think in the next 3 races you might have that victory. Of course, you never know. You never know what's gonna happen.
Exactly. We had a couple not DNFs, but unfortunate series of events where we had some beat up cars. So I'm gonna get back into the group of things and make it to the playoffs. And I think Knoxville is in the playoffs, so I know I'm pretty good there. So Knoxville, I'm coming for you.
Knoxville's a lot of fun. All right, my man.
Redemption time.
Well, congratulations still, nonetheless, and I look forward to seeing you next week at Richmond, my man.
Sounds good. Thank you again, man.
Absolutely. Jaron Valley is going to be the 3rd place finisher here. What a great race it was. There's cautions in dirt racing. You get turned around or something happens, contact, you get contact is going to happen. But I can always appreciate the folks out there for doing what they do and enjoying the races that they are. Thank you to everybody out there watching on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Kickin Assphalt Truck Series is a lot of fun to broadcast, and they do definitely have a lot of fun here. Joe Francis, the race winner here at Bristol, gets himself some good points there and getting himself closer and closer to the playoffs. It's going to be a lot of fun to see. A little bit of a longer season for these folks, so November time it's going to come down to the wire with them. I'm enjoying what they're going to be doing with it, and I really want to thank all of them for being a part of it. I know that 9/11 was yesterday. I want to taking my hats off to all the servicemen and women out there, first responders, police officers, firefighters, just everybody out there that have been on the front lines, from 9/11 and even through today. So my hats off to each and everybody out there. We couldn't do what you do, and we absolutely love and appreciate you. Much love to you as well. And to everybody out there that drives an iRacing, I appreciate you very much as well. Thank you to everybody that tunes in, because without you, we couldn't do it. I'm going to be remote broadcasting again tomorrow, and we're trying to get some things figured out. We've got a lot of things that kind of that I have to take care of over the next couple of days, but we're going to make it work. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I appreciate everybody out there as well. I always say it at the end of my broadcast. I usually say it at the beginning of the broadcast too, but today I'm going to say something a little bit different. Be kind to everybody, love one another, and make sure that you go out there and you hold on to your loved ones as much as you can, and appreciate the people that are around you. And I look forward to seeing you in our next broadcast. My name is Jason. Signature Esports is the platform. We will see you again very soon.